Kama ulimiss kupata green card, kuna other ways of going to the US apart from the lottery green card, okay? Kuna njia nyingine. Hii njia inaitwa US Eb3 Visa for Immigration, okay? So hii ni ile visa ambayo ni ya skilled workers, professionals and unskilled workers, okay? So kwa hii video nitaenda kuambia vile unaweza pata hiyo US Eb3 Visa, okay? So vile umesikia, if you're a professional, if you're an unskilled worker, or if you're a skilled worker, you can apply. And then later you'll get a green card. However, it takes 5 years. So after getting the Eb3 visa and a green card, you can apply for citizenship after 5 years. So after you have completed the 5 years, that is when you'll be eligible. So it is divided into 3 categories. So if you're dreaming to go to the US, then the best way is to use the Eb3 visa, okay? And these are the details. So the country is the US, the visa type is Eb3, okay? Who can apply? So if you're a skilled worker, an unskilled worker, and a professional. So what is it? So an Eb3 visa is a third priority worker visa known as employment-based migrant visa to the US that allows holders to live and work in the US in any state. So that means since it is employment-based, your employer will sponsor Eb3 visa with a permanent job offer letter. So what is an Eb3 green card for USA? So a green card is officially known as the permanent residency. It is an identity that shows a person is a permanent resident in the US. So after living for 5 years in the US, you can apply for the US citizenship. Okay, so these are the categories. So the visa is divided into 3 categories. One is the skilled workers category. Second is the professional category. Third is the unskilled worker category, okay? So, as a skilled worker category, for the Eb3 visa, you have a minimum of 2 years. You must have a minimum of 2 years job experience, education or training that means the job requirements you have applied. And then you must have relevant post-secondary education. The requirement is you must have a full-time permanent job offer. Okay, so you must get a job offer so that you can apply for this. Number 2, for professionals for the Eb3 visa. You may apply as a professional for the Eb3 visa if you have a US baccalaureate or equivalent of foreign degrees such as bachelor's or master's or PhD. In this one also you must have a full-time permanent job offer. Okay, so you must get a full-time permanent job offer in the US. Number 3, unskilled workers. So in unskilled workers, you must show ability to perform unskilled work. Popular unskilled workers are like truck drivers, farm workers, agricultural work, electrician, plumbers, etc. It requires 2 years of training or experience. You must have a full-time permanent job offer. That is a requirement, okay? So the US allocates only around 40,000 visas of Eb3 in a year, okay? So if you don't get to be among the 40,000 people, you try again the following year, okay? So the following are companies in the US that can offer an Eb3 visa sponsorship. Okay, so these companies, if you get a job with them, you are eligible to go to the US via the Eb3 visa. So the following are the jobs. We have jobs like Accenture, Amazon, Apple, Boeing, Cisco, Disney, eBay, ExxonMobil, Google, IBM, Intel, Johnson & Johnson, JP Morgan & Chase, McDonald's, Microsoft, Nike, Pfizer, Salesforce, Walmart. Okay, you can get the jobs via these links or these websites like USA Jobs, Indeed, glass door. Okay, so eligibility. How can you be eligible? To be eligible, you must meet the following requirements. You must have a job offer from an employer willing to sponsor you for a green card or a permanent job offer. You must meet the education and work experience requirement for the position. You must pass a medical exam, and then you must have a clean criminal record. At least 2 years of work experience is also required. Okay. What are the benefits of a US Eb3 visa? So you have the right to live and work permanently in the US. You have the right to travel freely in and out of the US. You have the right to sponsor family members for green cards. You have the right to apply for US citizenship after 5 years. So, however, you need to take note of this. It takes a long time. It can take between 12 to 24 months. Okay, so the Eb3 visa cost. So you have to pay for the visa application online before appearing for the interview. So the cost is around $345. Okay, you can convert that to your local currency, $345. But remember, you must get a job first. So these are the steps involved. You get a job, okay, from an employer who is willing to sponsor you for the Eb3 visa. Then get a labor certificate or labor certification. So basically, after getting the job offer, your employer will apply for labor certification that shows there are no qualified US workers available for the position. Number 3, file an I-140 petition. So this is a petition used by an employer. So the employer will file the I-140 petition with the US citizenship. Then visa appointment. After that, go do your medical, and then later you will receive your green card. Okay, but after you've passed the medical. All right, so those are the steps in which to get. So to get consultation, inbox me on the number that you see